Hi guys, so in today's video I want to share my thoughts on Netflix and what we can gain from this streaming platform since I've been on it more than ever recently. I feel like I've gotten so much out of it, and nowadays with TV shows, documentaries, they have a lot of profound resource and knowledge to bring to the table, and especially with Netflix like filling up with hundreds of new series that can allow the pleasure of learning while watching again. And actually, the best things that I've gained through watching these series are the motivations and interest by seeing like just how good some people can be at the things that they love and at the things that they do. And it just kind of gives me the strength and motivation to strive even harder. So I will be talking about the 7 categories as you can see on the screen. These are the ones that I have watched a lot recently. And starting off with social issues, the first 2 that I recommend are on social media. The Social Dilemma created a very big boom when it was launched, considering it has a good storyline and incredible illustrations. It features former employees of various famous technology corporations analyzing how these corporations are reaping profit from its users. And watching this actually got me thinking of us as puppets being maneuvered by these corporations. Next one, we have The Great Hack. Again, with technology, the series shows the controversies around Cambridge Analytica, which was the data company that led the Trump propaganda in the 2016 presidential election. Former employees of the company whistleblowed how unethical data mining and fake news were thrown on social media to affect the voting process. And then we have the trial of the Chicago 7, showing the trial of 7 activists protesting against the Vietnam War, who were then charged by the federal prosecutors with conspiracy and intention of inciting riots. And it is not just because I love Eddie Redmayne, but the movie is very witty in my opinion. Next off, we have Unbelievable, which is based on a true event, as the series focuses more on social injustice and how 2 badass female investigators worked nights and days to gain justice back for the female victims who were sexually assaulted. The second category that I want to talk about is Facts and Mysteries of Life. I will start off with the Explained series, and I think that I do not need to talk much about this one because if you watch it, you will see how good the content is. Currently on Netflix, there are 6 series. The primary one is Explained. They have weekly uploads, but there are also smaller series focusing on a particular big topic, such as the mind, money, sex, coronavirus, and whose vote counts. With Unsolved Mysteries, the series retell unsolved mysteries on true events such as supernatural, crimes, unexplained history events through reenactments and interviews. The series actually helped crack some mysteries, as viewers also contributed to solving the case as they watched the show. Dirty Money is a series on corporate scandals, exposing corporate greed and corruptions. These episodes provide narratives of immoral activities from the perspective of both the penetrator, which is the company, as well as the victims. Moving on to lifestyle and architecture, I will divide this one into 2 smaller subcategories, and the first one is organizing home and lifestyle. So with Marie Kondo and the Home Edit, they are very famous home organizers, and especially with the Home Edit, they sometimes also feature celebrities. So if you want to have a little peek into their closets, you can definitely go with the Home Edit. Moving on to the Minimalist and the Minimalism series, which explore and show you what it is like to lead a simple lifestyle and a simple living. The shows that I've listed for this subcategory are all worth watching in my point of view, and there are also many things to learn from them, such as the smart use of space and tools, interior design and shopping, and just crazily good architectural design. Lastly are the shows to watch if you are planning your vacations or just dying to go on a vacation. And of course, these shows offer more than just a place to stay, but they also give you a view at the adventure, culture, people, and scenery around the world. With the world's most amazing vacation rentals, this one is my favorite because for each episode, the host will select 3 types of rental, which are luxurious ones, budget ones, and unique ones. And for Amazing Hotels, Life Beyond the Lobby show you the experience of what it is like to work in the most famous and diverse hotels in the world. So of the criminal psychology series that I will show you are based on true events, and I will start off with Mindhunter, which was based on a true crime book called Mindhunter inside the FBI's elite serial crime unit. The series tells the story of two FBI agents pioneering in the development of modern serial killer profiling. They expanded the study of criminal psychology by getting close to these serial killers and attempting to get inside their minds. And then we have Don't F with Cats, which is also a very famous series and based on an online manhunt. The story started as a video of the killer abusing cats posted on YouTube, and he got himself so infamous on Facebook that there was a group created to locate him. But what initially started as animal abuse quickly turned into a murder, and this group of amateurs helped the police find the killer. Lastly, with the series on Jeffrey Epstein, so you may wonder how one person can commit an offense, get away, and then repeat that cycle over and over again in a very small town without being caught. Well, in this case, the answer was having a private mansion, tons of money, tons of connection, a corrupted system, and a collusive girlfriend. The stories are told by survivors who were victims of the sexual pyramid scheme built by the billionaire. They targeted young girls coming from a poor background, recruited them as assistants or masseuses, and tried to rape them. So if the girls actually refuse, they are encouraged to bring in new girls for money. And these victims were then bullied and threatened so that they will not say anything. And I do think that this is a very alarming yet not a new picture of our society and the justice system, as we often associate crimes with low backgrounds. But here's a high-profile, almost untouchable person, and yet he has done the most hideous crime to a woman's body. Do you know that over the past 50 years, an estimated of 60% of wildlife disappeared due to human activities? Well, I sure don't like that fact, but with increasing disasters happening around the globe, I think that we should know better by now that Mother Earth is fighting back hard. And on that note, it has never been more vital to understand how the natural world works and how we can help restore it. First two series that I'm going to show you attack the issues on environmental protection. Down to Earth features Zac Efron and a wellness expert going around the globe to learn about nature, green energy, and sustainable living practices. There's Something in Water, produced by Elliot Page, attacked environmental pollution in her hometown and the probable issue of racism and discrimination. There are also other series that really allow you to lay back and relax while learning about Mother Earth and other marvelous species. Our planet is very informative. A fun quick fact would be the dust from the Sahara Desert actually traveled through the Atlantic to get to the Amazon rainforest, which then helped the forest exist and sustain biodiversity. So I picked Headspace series to start off the mental health and growth development, because in today's world, finding mindfulness is tragically tough. I am constantly finding a way to stay focused, to feel happy, to live fully in the moment, and not to stress over every small little thing. And I think that the Headspace series will be a good start to learn quick and easy exercises, as well as ways to lay back and relax, especially for beginners or skeptics who may find meditation uninteresting and colorless. Well, I hope that the cute animation and soothing voice will make meditation much easier, and maybe even a delightful retreat after a long day of work. Next off, we have Inside Bill's Brain, Decoding Bill Gates. The series covered the basics of Bill Gates' life, his childhood, education, Microsoft stewardship, marriage, and the charitable foundation. Throughout the series, I have found various inspirational approaches and routines from this humble and simple billionaire, but I also think that every one of us has a different take on life, and so we do not have to replicate or follow any billionaire's morning routine to succeed in life, because you are you. And just find the things that suit you and make you happy. Lastly is Becoming, which is a series that I've been dying to watch but have yet got the chance to. I think that Michelle Obama is probably the role model of most young girls these days. She is straightforward, witty, motivational, independent, and an incredible mother, as well as one hell of a writer and speaker. Obviously, it cannot hurt to learn a thing or two from this amazing woman. So last but not least, we have history. And I love the fact that of these documentaries, we're able to gather so much footage of the history alongside with complementaries and analysis coming from experts or people who were around during the time to actually give you a clearer view of the events. I will start off with History 101, which uses infographics and archival videos to talk about the evolution, breakthroughs, and world-changing discoveries along with experts' complementaries. The flow of the episodes are very easy to understand, and they are made with enough information to take in and digest at one go. Born in Vietnam and as an anti-war, I was genuinely very curious to learn more about the most significant national history events. And I can say that the documentary was informative with great quality archival footage. There were also interviews with survivors, soldiers, journalists who were on the ground, and watching this got me to appreciate how fortunate we are to be living in the present. Also on the subject of history, I also watched Trump: An American Dream, and this series triggered my curiosity not because I'm a fan, but I just wanted to see how Donald Trump built his empire and how he was such a sensation in America. And the docuseries, even though not that in-depth, was able to give a context of the factors that contributed to his success, and there are certainly controversies as can be seen through the interviews of several people that have worked with him. There are also many other documentaries on historical events and public figures that you can definitely check out in the history sections of Netflix. So getting to this point of the video, I do hope that I have somehow got you guys a bit psyched about going on Netflix and finding any informative TV shows or documentaries and just dive in. Hopefully that they can have a positive impact on your life as well. And that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.